Peace, family. So yeah, we're back with it once again. Appreciate you guys joining us. So yeah, in new news and new news update, we've been, it's an alert. We've been told to be put onto alert because there's been quite an upset in yesterday's Euros football tournament with Italy winning 3-2 on penalties and going forward. Now, a lot of people have spoken about this and have been disgusted with what's happened so far, just with the outpour of racial abuse towards England's players. Now, we know it's been quite a polarizing issue over the past year, just with, the whole concept of Black Lives Matter and things of that nature. Football players decided to be vocal on certain instances and take a knee, to the chagrin of some, including Cabinet Priti Patel, who said she's against people taking a knee and stuff like that, and things of that nature. So we've definitely seen a lot of things, I guess, been stirring up over the past year, which has took us through to this Euros tournament, which saw England doing really well and being celebrated as a team of, a beacon of hope and light, so to speak, for the next generation. So in a disappointing loss, going to penalties.
My critique will be about the players. Forget whatever colour skin they is. I still don't understand why Saka was sent up to take a penalty. Forgive me, I just don't. Grealish is in the squad. There's three other captains for Premier League clubs. Apart from Kane, who took the penalty, I just don't know why they sent him up there. No disrespect, great tournament, but that was beyond his pay grade to go up there for a penalty. There was a couple of other players on there that have got seniority, that you get me, but so it go.
I do want to say props to Gareth Southgate, because I've always been a big Gareth Southgate fan. Those who know me know I'm a Villa fan, and back in the day, I'll never forget when I was young supporting England, and Southgate, he missed the penalties and he was crucified and demonized for a long time by the British public. And me, I never felt that was fair. And, that's a white guy. I wasn't saying, could he, but at the end of the day, he represented for his country. He stepped up, he made a mistake, and he was kind of crucified for it. So we know this attitude does exist. And I say that to say this doesn't exist just towards Black people, but then we know that these things can be exasperated when it's dealing with Black people, like we've seen so far. So just to kind of go backwards a little bit, England was being pitched as a hopeful sort of team. People were celebrating them prior to the game, saying this team believes all children should be fed. They believe Black Lives Matter. They believe gay rights and human rights. So they were seen as a pro team, showing inclusivity, where everybody could kind of get behind them and support them and stuff like that. So, they were showing a lot of solidarity. We see people coming forward and saying, let's stand together as one, from Raheem Sterling to other individuals amidst the team. So switching forward, after the loss, we see a couple of English Black players take penalties and miss them. And this has created a lot of backlash and uproar online. So we're going to share some of these memes and tweets and stuff that have been going around. You guys can get a gist of some of the mentality. Now, there's some people that overlook this and even downplay this, and to me it's kind of sad, because I've heard people say, England are justified in their anger or being upset. I just actually had a bit of a mini debate with somebody, because I was just expressing to some of the issues with it, and they're telling me I'm mixing up the fans with the players, and I'm referring to the fans' backlash and the players and stuff, and she agrees with their resentment and stuff, and it's like, okay, so it kind of shows you the mentality of some people, because everybody was all, let's be inclusive prior to the game. Let's include everybody, and we're all representing each other. And then when it didn't go down well, everybody's got some stuff to say. So I think that's kind of interesting, because it's sort of like going to war and stuff like that when they include loads of different people and you're out fighting together, but even within that there's separation and stuff like that. So I think it's definitely sad to see this kind of mentality and attitude still being represented. And as I say, some of these things that have come in that people have been saying are absolutely, reprehensible. So we've seen Saka, Sancho, and Rashford racially abused, online after the defeat.
I do not understand how Saka was sent up there for 19 youth to take the last of the first 5 penalties. You'd have probably put him in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th penalty if you think your top 5 are going to score every time. I don't understand that. And then Sancho, who Man U have bought, he'd just come on the field, you get me? But anyway, Gareth says he takes all full responsibility, but if he'd have scored now, what would be the story today? Black players saved England or something, you get me? And then everybody would say why there's so many black players taking penalties. I just genuinely don't understand that last decision making. Little Pickney come take that penalty when there's big people on the pitch who have been there, been through the whole of the kind of 3 years, been to the World Cup. Sterling didn't even take a penalty to backside, so beg you do, tell me that one. Anyway, bless up. I'm still grieving, I'm in that process, you get me? He's not coming home, he never was home, he's gone to Rome, they said.
Yeah, so it's been reported that Boris Johnson has condemned the abuse of players. We haven't heard anything as yet from Priti Patel. He's usually quite vocal on some of these issues, so it'll be interesting to hear her stance. But it says, the Prime Minister says, the England team deserve to be lauded as heroes, not racially abused on social media. In a statement that he posted to Twitter, he said those responsible for this appalling abuse should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, it should be more than ashamed of themselves. I feel as though they should be brought into account. Everybody's kind of pitching it like, they're just upset. And, I think it's more than that, especially when you make threats like this towards people's lives and stuff. I think in the times that we live at now, with mental health and stuff being so high, these things impact people's mental health. When they're seeing stuff like this saying, we're going to do this on this day and this and that, people may not want to leave their homes and stuff like that. So I don't think these things should be taken lightly. And it's such a shame that everybody, when they're crying about their own issues and stuff, what's going on in their communities and places and stuff like that. But when it comes to issues that affect other people, unless they've got something to benefit from it, oftentimes they don't seem to care. And it's quite sad. So, you can always check us out on DOA TBM for more talks like this and segments kind of around geopolitics, race and stuff. I try and keep them off About That Online, not put too much on there, but we're all powered by About That Online anyway. If you're already rocking with the DOA TBM, then great. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. So the Football Association has said that social media companies need to step up and take accountability, including take actions to ban certain users from their platforms. And it said, England actually made a statement on their Twitter saying, we're disgusted that some of our squad who have been given everything for the shirt this summer have been subjected to discriminatory abuse online after today's game. And the FA spokesperson, I should say, made a statement saying, the FA statement on discriminatory abuse, the FA strongly condemns all forms of discrimination and is appalled by the online racism that has been aimed at some of our England players on social media. We could not be clearer that anyone behind such disgusting behaviour is not welcome in following the team. We will do all we can to support the players affected while urging the toughest punishments possible for anyone responsible. So we're going to keep you guys updated. We've seen celebrities and people chime in and saying anybody who's abusing these guys are not patriots and stuff. So what do you guys think? Me personally, this is why I don't really follow like ritualized sports and stuff, because a lot of the times, they build you up, and then the same people that build you up, they crucify you and knock you down. And it's totally unacceptable, in my opinion and thoughts. As I've said, I've had debates with people already about it who have refused to condemn these actions and this witch hunt and despicable racist abuse. So peace, family. Hopefully, we can see some solidarity in the future and the team could do better. But as of right now, Italy is celebrating, and England, we got some work to do. Peace. Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on outtheonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.